Next Level Mindset with another powerful and positive video talking about the YouTube evolution. 3 things we need to succeed and win big. I'm going to share my experience, things that have worked on my channel. Make sure you stay with me on this all the way through. I've got some bonus PowerPoints, next level strategies. You will not get it like this anywhere else. By the fact that you're watching and listening to this video right now, this is confirmation that you're way ahead of the curve. And this is an early bonus point. Number 1, something that works for one channel may not necessarily work for every channel, but we'll talk about that as we get into this. And the first thing that we need to know with this YouTube evolution, if we're going to succeed and win big, we need to know that YouTube is more competitive now than ever before. And I've learned along my journey that we have to be able to compete with other channels out there. Some of those channels have been around. Some of them are just getting started. They're new channels. We'll talk more about new channels being shown all the love here in a minute. But yeah, you need to know that YouTube is more competitive now than it's ever been before. But there's a way that you can tell if you're competing. If you can tell if you're measuring up. Check this out. I want you to go to any one of your videos in your analytics. Click into analytics. It's going to show you all of the graphics, your overview, your reach. There's your graph. It's showing you your average, what you usually get. Now it's showing you your audience retention. This is how you've been retaining people. Click that See More button. Once you click See More, it's going to show you something, has a little drop down window. It says Audience Retention. Check out where it says Audience Retention. Click that, and then it'll drop down another button that says Compared to Other Videos. Once you click that Compared to Other Videos, it'll show you above average, below average. This one, high in some areas. That's how you know if you're competing with other videos along the channel. And also, keep in mind, anywhere you see those dips is a great place for you to learn. Maybe I was doing something that I shouldn't be doing, right? So definitely check that out in your office. Check that out behind the scenes, in your details, and in your analytics. Take any video you want to take. Check out that audience retention. Now, the reason this is important is because when we get started, when we're smaller, just growing, even if you have a 500, 1,000, 10,000 subscribers, there's always room to grow, right? So once you check out the comparative, it's allowing you to see that YouTube is telling you this competes. This measures up as a competitive video. Competition is increasing so much now that YouTube is opening up to smaller channels. We'll talk more about that coming up in a minute. That competitive rate, you want to make sure that you can compete. And one thing that I've learned in my journey on my channel is that there will be some who will come along, they will leave you feedback, comments, they will leave you information and insights to let you know how you're rating up, how are you competing with other videos on the platform. And so I've learned to take all of that information and know that as long as I measure up, use that chart that I just showed you, go and check out some of your videos. As long as you measure up competing with the platform, you're on your way. And by the way, if this is your first time here or you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel right now if you want to stay empowered and inspired together. We're on our road to 5K. We'd love to have you here as a part of Next Level. The next thing that you need to know to succeed and win big is that first year is the toughest year. We're going to fail and we're going to fail and learn. One of my things on my channel, I like to say I use every setback as a stepping stone. I use what appears to be failure and learn what doesn't work and what does. So remember that. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have videos that don't do so well. You're going to have times and seasons when you're not going to be making successful progress. One thing that I learned on my journey, that first year is the toughest. So do this. Make up in your mind that for that first year, for at least 1 year, maybe you're restarting. Start a year from your restart and say that first year, no matter what happens, I'm going to stay with it. Somebody may come and watch my videos. Maybe they won't. I'm going to stay with it. That first year, I'm going to learn from the next video, learn from my mistakes, fail forward and learn from it. Because what I've learned along my journey is that a lot of times it doesn't take off until after a year. It takes you a year just to learn the process, to get used to talking to a camera, to get used to being in front of the video, to get used to editing your videos, to get used to finding your voice, finding your identity, finding your authenticity, right? It's going to take a little while. So first year is going to be the toughest. And one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of content creators make is they give up too soon. So trust me, you're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna have videos that flop. You're gonna have times when your software is not working right. You may receive bad comments. Anything could happen. You might even feel like you're getting burned out. We'll talk more about that coming up. But make it that first year a commitment to yourself. Once I decided when I relaunched my channel that first year I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make it through, that's when I started learning from the next process. That's when I started learning from my uploads. That's when I realized that one idea from my channel could change the whole trajectory, taking my channel to that next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. Next level mindset in everything that we do. So commit to the 1 year. After that first year, you'll realize that it was well worth it all. You'll have something to look back on and say, you know what? You didn't give up too soon. You made it happen. You made it through. The next thing we need in order to succeed is to know that right now is a great time for small channels, new channels. YouTube is open now more than ever before to those channels just coming on the scene, or for channels that have restarted, making an impact, bringing quality content to the platform. One of YouTube's main goals is to keep people on the platform for as long as possible. And if you're a small channel or a new channel or a channel that has relaunched and you're bringing people to the platform, learning how to keep viewers watching, learning how to come up with great ideas, YouTube rewards that. So don't get discouraged if you only have a few subscribers. As long as you're able to bring value to the channel, value to the platform of YouTube, you will be rewarded. And what I found from my experience, so many channels just look at maybe a day from now. They look at a month from now. But I'm learning to look at the long-term impact. What can I do long-term? Think about your channel as a resource that's going to be around for a while. That's one thing that has helped me on my journey. I made it in my mind for that first year. I wasn't going to give up. I was going to keep doing the thing even if nobody showed up for that first year. I made it my mind that it's going to be long term. But YouTube is showing a lot of love, rewarding those channels that are small, just getting started, or relaunching with quality videos. And quality is not about your camera, not about your microphone. It's really about the viewer experience. That's what I'm learning about quality. Quality is not about having 4K. 4K vision is all right. And many times we'll record our videos and we'll be thinking, you know, I used the best vision, I used the best camera, I used the best microphone, I used the best lighting. But are we asking ourselves, is that a quality experience for the person watching the video? Quality is never decided by our equipment that we have. Quality is always decided by the viewer's experience. How are they enjoying the content on the other side? And so right now, great time to get started because YouTube is showing a lot of love, being open now more than ever before to newer channels just starting or relaunching their channels, small channels bringing new audiences to the platform. This is a great time to get it started. Now I've got a bonus insight, a next level strategy that I want to share, but first I want to share this with you. Gotta tell you about Creative Mix, copyright free music for all content creators. I've been using them for a while and they have a great variety of music, different varieties of music, free of charge. So check out Creative Mix, go to their YouTube channel, subscribe there, go to creativemix.com, create a free account, start downloading their music, use it in your videos, use it in your live streams, or just listen behind the scenes. So a big thank you to Nick Nimmin and D Nimmin over at Creative Mix. But if you choose to use them, just tell them Stevon told you about it. And if you are enjoying the content on my channel, consider becoming a member. We have a membership in our Buy Me a Coffee site, behind the scenes, never seen footage, buy a coffee, take one of my books home with you. Any way you want to do it, there's links in the description for you to do just that. So if you're ready to succeed and win big in this YouTube evolution, let me hear you say, I am. Type it in the comments, I am ready to do this. So this first bonus point that I want to share deals with what we talked about earlier. One channel may do something that another channel may do, and they may not work the same. And what I've learned on my channel is that not everything that works for one will work for all. And another thing to keep in mind, just being yourself, avoiding that burnout, right? Having fun. That's a great way to really just be yourself, is just have fun. And another way to have fun, just be who you are. You are the only you that YouTube can handle, right? There are no other you on the tube. You are the only one. So keep that in mind. Having fun, being creative, being willing to experiment. All channels are different in their own right. And a lot of people, they give up too soon, making certain mistakes. Like I said about failing forward, we have to learn how to fail forward. Many times we fail and we make mistakes and we give up because we don't learn from those mistakes. In fact, there are 7 mistakes that YouTubers still make with this changing and evolution of YouTube. And I'll talk more about that with this video right here coming up on the screen. I think that will be a great video for you to watch next. So check that out right now. Enjoy it. Thanks again for subscribing and always coming back to the channel. You really mean a lot here. Hit the like button and share this on your way out. Subscribe to help us get our goal. Stay blessed, stay positive, never give up, always stay true. Until next time, I'll see you on the next level. Peace.